How do I look? I look okay? It's your buddy Pete, HVAC Greatness. Listen, guys, I want to talk to you about business, but not business. I'm coming out of my baby sister's brand new house. It's right there. Really nice. 3-story. She's got a carrier unit in there with zoning. And she's really proud of her house. But I'm really proud of her. I want to talk to you about things other than, carrier equipment and R410A and planning your financials or your budgeting and whatnot. My baby sister, right over there, she's 9 years younger than me. When I had my business, she came to work for me, doing inside work, accounting and things like this nature. Maybe she was, I don't remember what we paid her to start, $10 an hour, $12 an hour, somewhere in there. And of course, before you know it, she's running the office. And she joined the local HVAC contractors group. She took over. I was Pete Ramsey Services, Heating and Air Conditioning. And I became known very quickly as, my sister's name is Delina. I became known as Delina's brother. I was the contractor and I became known as Delina's brother. And that's what happens when you pay your dues. If you're in a place right now, maybe you're not content with your business or your capacity within somebody else's business, but you're in the HVAC industry, just hang in there, pay your dues. Do not underestimate the time that you spend, paying your dues in the trenches, and it'll come out for you. She, when I sold my business, went to work for Lennox, doing inside sales, takeoffs, commercial work. She got really good, really fast. Then she went to work outside as a commercial territory manager for Lennox, worked for them for many years. Took a position with Johnson Controls. They transferred her up just outside Washington, D.C., and she really got good at controls, government work. So they transferred her down here so she could be closer to our mother, who's back in the house. That's what this is about, right? And she just bought this beautiful house. So I'm proud of her, that's all. But I just wanted to share that with you because this is, guys, I watch these videos, on Facebook, YouTube. I built my business this big and you can too. And that's fine, if that's what motivates you. But I think if we really come back and ground ourselves, this is what we do it for. This is about family. This is not about, ego's nice, but I can't tell you how many contractors, business owners, not just contractors, they get a little bit of success, and I did this and I did that, and guys, keep it humble. Be proud of yourself. I'm proud of the people I work with, meet with contractors like you guys every day and see some really cool stuff. And we're going down to, I'm cutting through the woods here. I guess you can bring your golf cart out. They're going to be dropping a canoe down in the water. I'm going to see if I can film it. But be proud of yourself. Keep that ego in check. But the key is growth. You get really good at whatever you do the best you can. If you're still installing, which I installed at his service, I cleaned the bathrooms. Remember my employees telling me, I'm not doing that, it's not my job. I said, well, I'm cleaning the toilets that you go use, and you're telling me you can't do that job over there for me? We have to humble those around us as well as ourselves sometimes. And, that's just part of getting to that level that you truly are aspiring to achieve. But continue to grow. Experience is the best teacher. But I tell you what, it's really cool to learn from other people's experience, especially the bad ones, so that you don't have to deal with it firsthand. You can learn it vicariously through somebody else who's been there. And that's kind of the purpose of HVAC greatness, is so you don't have to go through what some of us older guys went through, right? You can come in, and that's why we do so much free training. I've got an idea what I'm going to do with this platform, and you're going to benefit from it. We're going to take and do some really incredible things that a lot of people are paying a lot of big bucks to do. Now, nothing's free, so we'll figure out a way to monetize, but it's really about the industry and all the stuff, the cool stuff that we're gonna be doing. So, just hang tight for those of you who are in the group. If you're watching this from, my personal page or wherever else I put it, I don't know, YouTube, join us there, and we'll tell you later where you can go for bigger, better things. But for right now, we're just focusing on our content and all of that good stuff. So I'm coming out the other side here. I'm going to share this with you. If you stuck with me this long with my rants, maybe you'll enjoy this a little bit. So this is the area right outside here. And there's the little family. They're going to drop a canoe. I'm not going to crowd them, so I'm not going to walk out all the way out there. But you can kind of see. She lives out that way a little bit on the other side. They've got a freshwater creek running through their land. And that's the intercoastal over there. That's a chemtrail. It's not a condensation trail. Condensation doesn't last that long. And so they come down here and sorry about that. Right over there, they do some crabbing, and they'll catch some blue crabs and come back and cook them up. Now, I grew up about an hour south of here in Wilmington. It's all grown up now. But I was fishing, cleaning fish, cut the heads off, got them, catfish, scaled fish, it didn't matter. And 8, 9 years old, we learned that kind of stuff. And I actually had my son, who was in his late 20s, call me up and ask me how to clean a fish, and I felt guilty. Bad dad. And so it's good to stay connected to nature as best you can, as much as it makes sense. Times have changed. So I wanted to share the little walk down here with you and brag on my sister a little bit, because when I look at her, I think I tended to take a little bit too much credit in her early years. But that was her. She did it, And the same with you. I'm going to show you stuff, guys, gals. It's up to you to embrace it and run with it. I don't know what that house is worth. I'm afraid to ask. I do know she put as much money down payment as I paid for my first house. It was a down payment for her. So it takes time, Hang in there. Keep your chin up. Stay humble. Stick to your core values, and you'll attract people with those kind of values. And if you have high standards and high morals, and you're truly a good person, and you do right by others, you'll get screwed over occasionally. But you're going to attract people who share those values and who are going to be loyal to you no matter what the next promotion that comes along might be. Now, the world's changing. The baby boomers will be 56 at their earliest this year, 2020, and so we have to adjust for that next generation and in the followings. And so it's just going to change. We have a lot of people from other countries that are migrating in and blending in. The cultures are changing. But at the end of the day, it boils down to our core values and matching those up. People appreciate good people. And if you're focused on being the biggest multi-million-dollar business in your area, you may get there. You must have the work ethic. I can't tell you how many people fall for this. I built my business to multi-millions, and you can too. But I'm going to tell you, if you can't keep your paperwork filled out right, you're not going to do it. You never get there. You got to have the discipline. If you're not a workaholic, you won't get to that level. But you can get to a good level in which your business can function whether you're there or not. And you can take vacation, and you can have a life. You can be home every night for dinner and turn that phone off. but it takes work to get there. It takes building a team. It takes put out your core values and your work ethic and attract those kind of people that love that, that mirror that. I know getting good employees are tough, especially with the technical skills that you require, but you can teach technical skills, but you can't undo messed up childhoods and get the right personality. You need to attract people with the soft skills, with standards, with morals, if that's who you are. And there's all types out there. Just make sure that you hire people that mirror who you are, and they become an extension of who your company is. But just some words of encouragement. This is Christmas Day 2019. It's your buddy Pete Ramsey, HVAC Greatness. Proud of his baby sister, doing really well. I'm proud of you guys. So many of you guys I get to meet and work with. A lot of you guys are a lot younger than I am. My children, my oldest just turned 35. She's an engineer. She's all over the place now. She's New York, Texas, and everywhere else. And full ride, full scholarship. She did it herself, bless her heart. And my youngest is he's 29 now. So a lot of you guys are about my children's age. But anyway, you guys be safe. Enjoy your family. That's what this thing is about. And I will talk to you next year, which is next week. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.